Hey everybody, Jeff here, and in this screencast walkthrough, I'm going to demonstrate how to add a Pear Deck presentation to your course in Schoology, as well as jump back and forth between the student view and the teacher view. And then lastly, I'm going to show you how to grade those items from your course in Schoology. So the first thing I'm going to do is kind of give you a little bit of context. So here I have some slides from the Amplify Science curriculum, which is the new middle school science curriculum. And this is an at-home lesson. So that means that the students are going to be asked to do a lot of reading, answer some thought questions, and watch a couple of videos to explore a specific phenomenon. And for my context, I added an assessment prompt here at the end that kind of connects all the loose ends. And with all of these slides, these are all pre-existing Google Slides, and all I did was just add a Pear Deck question type to those slides to make them interactive. So let me jump into Schoology and show you how I can attach this, right? As a teacher, this at-home lesson, my goal is to run this asynchronously. So I'm going to click Add Materials and then add it in as an external tool. Pear Deck is the tool provider, and then I'm going to call this Mars at Home Lesson 1, and then I want this to be graded. So I'm going to make it out of 100, and then say it's due on Friday, and it is a formative. So I can go ahead and hit Submit, and then here is my Pear Deck presentation. Now, you might have said, hey, Jeff, there's no Pear Deck presentation. And that's absolutely correct, right? Because I haven't chosen my slides yet. And the students, if I go to the student view here, I'm logged in as example student. And I see, hey, my teacher posted something. So if I click on Open Pear Deck in a new tab as the student, and it says my teacher is setting up my assignment. So just as a note, when you do this with students, as soon as you choose your file, that is live, whether it's synchronous or asynchronous, as soon as you choose. So let me show you. So I click on look at my drive. Pear Deck asks, can I look in your drive? And you say, of course, Pear Deck, thank you for asking. And it's very polite. So I choose my slides presentation, this one, the geography on Mars. And once I select that, I'll see here from the student side, as soon as the teacher chooses self-paced or teacher-led, the student is then able to rock and roll, okay? So as a student here, I'm able to start the presentation, and from the student's perspective, I'm able to control the flow of the slides. And once it loads, it takes 30 seconds to a minute, the immersive reader will pop open. And that tool is super, super powerful. So as I'm going through as the student, I click on the slide, I'm able to make it bigger. And then once that immersive reader pops open here, I'm going to do a quick demonstration. It basically allows students to select and listen to specific words if they're not sure, of how to pronounce things. It also, if you click grammar options, you can have it highlight all the verbs. You can have it the words broken down into syllables. And the most powerful thing is under the reading preferences, you can have line focus. You can also have it translated. So I'm going to demonstrate translating it into Spanish from Latin America. And again, this is all done by the learner. So this is all, on the learner and a way for them to really increase their level of interaction with the text. So if I choose the first word here, and then I ask it to read. So as you can see, it's a very powerful feature. And again, if your students choose to use the translating feature, just know that they'll have to do that on each slide. But again, it's a great, great add-on that I think adds a lot of value here. So as your students answer from the teacher side, all right, I can go and I will see if I've got 15 students in class, I will see, which ones of those students have responded to each of these prompts. Okay. And to kind of zip forward to the end, I'm going to jump back to student view, go all the way to the last slide where the assessment prompt is. And on the last slide, right here is my assessment prompt. So the students are going to answer the assessment prompt. And then once they finish, they hit submit work, and that's it. Okay. If they go to log back in to the Pear Deck, let's see what that looks like. Open Pear Deck in a new tab. I'm happy. And that's it. Okay. Students done. Like once they've submitted, it's done. They're no longer able to change anything or anything like that. So as a teacher here, all right, I see that example student has finished. They put in their answer. And as a teacher, I'm going to end the session. And then I say, I have two options. Okay. I can leave and allow the students to keep working. So again, if I assign this on a Wednesday and it's due on Friday, I would choose to leave and allow students to keep working. If it's Friday, right, and I'm sure that I want to end it, then I end it then. And I would name this AP Mars, right? Assessment prompt Mars, and then save and end the session. So from the teacher's perspective here, let me jump in and show you now. If I go back, it's going to show me that session, okay? And that means it will show me all of the responses to each of the interactive Pear Deck slides that my students had interacted with. And then it also will show me that assessment prompt. And if I'm going to answer this assessment prompt, and that is what I'm like, quote unquote, grading, then I would, I could leave some feedback and say that, based on your response, and send feedback. Now, I would suggest using like a rubric here and sharing that with your students. However, don't quite have the time to go through all that. But you can see here, because the student finished it and I set the score as 100, it automatically goes in and gives the kids 100. So I would recommend that, again, be very clear, be very explicit, and connect that assignment to your assessment prompt and ensure that you're being consistent there. So you could go into your grade book and then just change that grade. And then once you go to sync to eSchools, then that grade from that assignment goes into your grade book and you are good to go. So I hope that helps and kind of highlights some of the awesome features of using a Pear Deck slides presentation in Schoology in an asynchronous manner. Please reach out if you got any other questions. Thank you.